Alright family, we got to get into the madness that was going on the floor where this ref named Tyler was trying to take the game away from Caitlin Clark out there, man. Caitlin Clark calling him out. Caitlin Clark going against the coach on the other side. It got wild, man. We got a lot to break down. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit the noti bell so you know when I drop it. Hit the sub button. I highly appreciate it. And let's get it. All right, we got to start right here with Caitlin Clark calling out the ref right away, man. Check this.
The whistle echoes through the arena, and all of a sudden the whole game changes. Caitlin Clark, the rookie star who has already broken attendance records and made the WNBA must-watch TV, finds herself standing face-to-face with referee Tyler. Not because of a hard foul. Not because of a heated argument with another player. Chapter 2, Caitlin Clark calls out the officiating Caitlin Clark is calling out the man holding the whistle. She is calling out the Connecticut Sun coach. And she is doing it live in front of a packed crowd with cameras recording everything. What happened on that court was not a normal basketball game. This was Caitlin Clark versus the system. This was Caitlin Clark refusing to stay quiet while a referee named Tyler put himself into the game like a third team wearing striped shirts. When Caitlin Clark chased after a loose ball, when Caitlin Clark kept playing through contact that was never called, when Caitlin Clark watched the Sun coach talking from the sideline for all 4 quarters, something finally broke. Not Caitlin Clark's calmness. The calmness of everyone watching. Because here is the truth that nobody wanted to say out loud. A referee tried to take the game away from Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark said not tonight. The technical foul happened first. Caitlin Clark admitted that she deserved it. But then came the call that made no sense. A delay of game violation that Caitlin Clark called ridiculous. The ball bounced off Caitlin Clark's foot and went toward the scorer's table. And suddenly Tyler was giving free points to the Connecticut Sun. Caitlin Clark looked at him and said what everybody was already thinking. Nobody came to watch you. Nobody paid $200 for a lower bowl seat to watch referee Tyler control the pace of a playoff-level game between Caitlin Clark and the Connecticut Sun. This is where the story gets deeper. Caitlin Clark has been targeted all season. Every rookie has to go through a tough challenge. Chapter 3, fans analyze the referee's decisions. But Caitlin Clark carries something different. The pressure of a $1 billion TV deal, the attention of fans who never watched women's basketball before, and the frustration of opponents who feel Caitlin Clark entered their league and changed everything overnight. The Connecticut Sun coach understood that. He kept talking. He kept arguing. He stood on the sideline and kept running his mouth at Caitlin Clark the entire game.
Nobody came to see you, Otis. Ref trying to look like the superstar out here, man. What's going on? Now, also, Caitlin Clark had to come at the coach. Said he was chirping all night. Chirping. Hold on. Look at this, man. So you got Caitlin right there, look, shushing him. Giving him the shush. Oh, my goodness. Look. He like, hey, man, take her up. Look.
The shush that was heard all around the league. Caitlin Clark turned toward the Connecticut Sun bench and put her finger to her lips. Quiet. Stay quiet. That moment was not just Caitlin Clark celebrating a big shot. That was Caitlin Clark telling an entire team that their mind games were not going to break her. The Sun coach quickly asked for a technical foul. Watch the video. Caitlin Clark shushing him, walking away, and then shushing him again. Then Caitlin Clark looked at the sideline and said the words that people will remember from this game forever. He was running his mouth the whole effing game. I told him bye-bye. Chapter 4, social media explodes with reactions. The effects of this moment go far beyond just one regular season game. Caitlin Clark has now set a standard. She will not be scared by referees. She will not stay quiet because of opposing coaches, and she will definitely speak up when she believes the officiating is unfair. For the Indiana Fever, that means their franchise star is incredibly tough. For the rest of the league, it means every referee now knows that Caitlin Clark is paying attention and Caitlin Clark will speak up. What makes Caitlin Clark different from players before her is not only the deep three-pointers or the fancy no-look passes. It is the mental battle. Caitlin Clark is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. When referee Tyler stopped calling obvious fouls, Caitlin Clark adjusted. She stopped waiting for calls. She started attacking through contact. And when the Connecticut Sun coach kept talking from the sideline, Caitlin Clark turned that noise into motivation. The mental side of this is very interesting. Most rookies would fall apart under this kind of pressure. A hostile crowd, a referee who seems focused on controlling the game, and a veteran coach who knows exactly how to get under your skin. But Caitlin Clark has been dealing with criticism since she was a teenager, breaking scoring records at Iowa. Caitlin Clark has been told that she plays the wrong way, that her style would not work, that she talks too much, and that she celebrates too much. Caitlin Clark took all of that and turned it into 2 appearances in the national championship game. Now compare this to earlier WNBA years. Chapter 5, Debate over officiating standards gets bigger. 10 years ago, a rookie guard calling out a referee would have been fined, benched, and called difficult. The league protected its officials and its veteran players, but Caitlin Clark lives in a different time. Caitlin Clark brings in more viewers than some NBA games. Caitlin Clark has the power to say what she sees. And what Caitlin Clark saw was referee Tyler making himself a big part of a game that was never supposed to be about him.
Trying to set this screen, and how it's not even set. Look at it. Boom! And knocks Caitlin out. Now, we're going to go through a slow-mo. Don't even worry about it. I just want y'all to see the full thing. Now, I don't know if Stephanie White was trying to ask Caitlin, like, do you need a timeout? Are you okay? Like, I don't know. But Caitlin gets up. She's all right. And look, now Caitlin is having that discussion with Tyler right here, right? She's like, call it. And you're going to see him say, that's enough. Look, watch his mouth.
Watch the play. Brittany Griner sets a moving screen on Caitlin Clark, with her legs wider than shoulder width and still sliding, never fully set. Caitlin Clark gets knocked down to the floor. Referee Tyler watches the play. Then Tyler looks at Caitlin Clark, and instead of calling a foul, he says, enough. 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 Enough for what? Enough of Caitlin Clark asking for the right call. Enough of Caitlin Clark speaking up about the officials. That one word, enough. Chapter 6, Basketball World responds to the controversy. It showed everything. Tyler was not really just officiating the game. Tyler was controlling Caitlin Clark. The physical impact of this game on Caitlin Clark cannot be overstated. She ran through screens, chased loose balls, took contact on almost every drive, and still had energy to push the pace even when her legs were tired. There is a moment late in the fourth quarter where Caitlin Clark rises for a wide-open 3 and misses the front rim. It is a clear sign that her legs have nothing left. And still, Caitlin Clark keeps playing, keeps defending, and keeps asking for the ball. That is not just athletic skill. That is pure will. Here is what is really on the line when a referee takes control away from Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever are building something real. A backcoat of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell that can compete with any team in the league. A strong post player in Aliyah Boston. And a supporting group that is finally learning how to play with Caitlin Clark's impact. But none of that matters if the officials decide that Caitlin Clark will not get the same calls as everyone else.
But yeah, man, you see that the ref was trying to take the game away from them. Mind you, the game was close when he did that. They ended up getting, they were down 3. They took that technical and then they were down 2. So that could have ruined the game, man. Shout out to the Indiana Fever pulling it out. Sophie, Caitlin, man, came in major in the game. Mo, major in the game. Lexi Boers, major in the game, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the info in the video. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.
The game was close when Tyler stepped in. The Fever were down by 3. Then the technical foul made it a 2-point game. One bad call, one ego-driven moment, and the whole game could have changed. But the Indiana Fever still pulled it out. Caitlin Clark pulled it out. Sophie Cunningham helped pull it out. And when the final buzzer sounded, Caitlin Clark walked off the court after doing something most rookies haven't done in years. She stared down the referee, shushed the opposing coach, and still got the win. Anyway, the future seems pretty clear. Caitlin Clark is going to keep getting officiated in a different way. Some referees will respect her. Others, like Tyler, will let their personal feelings affect their calls. But Caitlin Clark is not going to stop talking. She is not going to stop pointing at the sideline and shushing the noise. And in the end, the league will have to make a choice. Do they protect their referees, or do they protect their biggest star? If Caitlin Clark keeps winning, the answer will become very obvious.